Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing after lunch, I figured I would intro this video while my grandpa's up at the house making racket instead of down here. But we're going to start working on trying to get the bed back on the white truck again. I did order some new bolts, some new hardware and stuff for the bed, so we have that. I got that in last night. So we still got to do a few things on the rear end of the truck before we can start putting the bed back on, but that's the goal for today. The truck is sitting here, has been sitting on the battery charger, so hopefully we might even get to take this thing on a little drive today. But I'm gonna eat lunch real quick, and I'll catch y'all here in a bit. We'll get going. All right, guys. So while I was eating, my grandpa went ahead and got these bolted up. Got our new clip in place. Now, one thing I don't really like is the new body lift bolts are too small for these. So hopefully the ones that we got will be long enough for these here. Now these, we might have to just leave them, which is fine. But also while I was eating, he went ahead, pulled off our old filler neck, and he's wire brushing the new one. We're gonna hit it with some just black spray paint to get it looking a little bit better before it goes on the truck. So I know sometime or another all these rubber hoses, those rubber hoses over there, all need replaced. But for right now, I want to get the truck back together because eventually we're gonna have to pull this bed off and get all of this cleaned up again. But for right now, I just want the truck back together. All right, guys. So got that painted up. Have to flip it here in a bit, but let it dry. It don't have to look pretty. I just wanted it to look better than rust. So get back in here. We'll see what we need to do about the spare tire winch, little lift kit, and I guess we'll go from there. All right, guys. So a little bit later, we went in, talked to Wayne, my grandpa's brother, for a little bit. He had to sharpen lawnmower blades, but we, while he was here, we did get some stuff done on the truck, and found some more things that don't work. So we got the winch mounted back where it's supposed to be. So that's done. We got the filler neck painted, but I have an issue. So these new clips that I ordered, they did come pretty nice new bolts. I think these aren't long enough, which is fine. So I said, well, we can use the body lift bolts. Well, no, that won't work either. So if we grab one of the new bolts, I think they're over here. They're too small. The new bolts are larger. Here we go. So you can see these are obviously a lot longer for the lift. And if we come back here to our new clip, falls right through. So we need to take one of these bolts and one of our new bolts, get bolts that are this size and this thread pitch that are this long, if we can find any. Then another issue, I guess really isn't a big issue, but there's a spider hanging from my mirror. That's an issue too. But on our new filler neck, they give you a tube, I think it's over there in the box, but to replace this tube here, you cut this one, extend it. We're going to check and make sure that works before we leave. But there's another tube that replaces this one that's longer. Well, it's too small. So we gotta get another one of those as well. But we did get the winch mounted. I had to do some finagling with it as well. But it's the curse of the white truck. Nothing is ever easy. Nothing's ever simple. It's a white truck. But hopefully I can get this thing going here pretty soon. Also, we need to get some J-clips that clip into the inner rocker on this truck. So we're trying to put these new steps on it. That'll be another video if we can figure that out. But trying to put those on it. And of course, we don't have the bolts for these. Some of them are rusty. Some of them, the threads are messed up. So we're going to try to just find new ones for that. But again, that'll be another video. And then on those steps, we're going to have to cut them, move some stuff, re-brace them, a bunch of other stuff. But again, that's the white truck. This is why I took a break from this truck, because nothing is ever easy with this thing. That's why the last video was titled what it was. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna have to go get 6 bolts for that. We're gonna have to get that new hose. We gotta get that. Gotta test the other one, see if it's the right size before we do all that. I'll do that in a second. There's something else that was an issue. Oh yeah, on the frame for the new bumper brackets, we had to drill those out just a little bit, because white truck, and that way they would accept the new bolts. So we're getting close to being able to set the bed back on. We're not going to get to it today like I had hoped. And tomorrow's Father's Day, so we probably won't get to it this weekend either. But we're working on it. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully maybe this weekend, probably not. If I had to guess, we can get the bed back on this thing. All we have left to do is the filler neck, cut and extend the one, new hose on the other. Then it can get bolted in for good, and then we'll get the new bolts. Those will be good. We can set our body lift blocks in place and then set the bed back on, and that should be it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, toes crossed, everything else, and then this thing will be 90% complete. Then we still got to do the front bumper, but anyway, that's kind of where we're at. We're about to head to Conway, so we will see how all that plays out. I'm going to try to get the bed on in this video. That's the goal. If not this video, in the next video for sure. Or in the next video of this. Because the 6.0 needs an oil change. The blue truck needs an oil change. And there's a bunch of other stuff. But like I said, we're going to try to at least have the truck ready for the bed to go back on in this video, at least. If not putting the whole bed back on. So I guess that's where we're at with that. Over here, we're getting kind of low on stuff. Yeah, here's that hose. It's all filthy, but this is the hose. This is actually the same size as our tube is for this side. So probably gonna need to get some 3/8 for that, and we should be okay. Just kind of been a little checklist here, and I think that's it. These are bolted in solid, so those are good to go. Bumper brackets are tight, they're solid, they're good. The winch is tight, it's solid, it's good. And all it is for that is nuts and bolts and that spacer. It moves it up. It doesn't retain those tabs that the winch used to lock into right there. But I mean, it's fine. I can shake the whole truck with the winch. So we're good. This thing is on here. It's not going anywhere. To get it off, there's 2 tabs right here. Press those in, pulls right out, and you'll be good to go. So we're gotta put the lawnmower back in here. So I gotta move this forward. I'm gonna check, make sure that'll work. And then we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna head to Conway, see if we can find this stuff, if we can, because it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. But we're gonna see what we can find, and I guess I'll give y'all an update here in a bit. Alright guys, so we made it down here to the Lowe's. We're gonna run in here, see what they have, because this is really the only place I would think would have bolts like that. So I need a bolt that's 7 inches long. Obviously the new ones aren't long enough. And we got one of the new bolts. That way we can see what size and thread pitch we need. So let's run in here. We'll see if they got it. Hopefully they have something. But if not, I guess we'll just have to wait till sometime during the week and run to probably Fastenal and see what they have or can order or something like that. But let's run in here and we'll see what they got. Alright guys, so now we're here at Advance. But we did find some bolts back here. I'm not 100% sure they're going to work. Took one from the new bolts, not the body lift bolts, but the new bolts. Found a nut that was close to the size, but it wouldn't thread on real good. Kind of the same thing with these new ones. So, hoping that's it. I don't know. We're going to see though. But I'm going to run in here, see if we can find a hose. And if so, hopefully maybe tomorrow we can start putting everything back together. But I wanted to show you all these kind of things just to know that not everything is smooth with trucks and all that kind of thing. But anyway, I'm gonna run in here, see what they got, and I guess we'll go from there. It's getting kind of late, so we're definitely not going to get the bed on tonight. But maybe this weekend we can get it on. If nothing else, one day early next week. Alright guys, so as y'all can see, a little bit later, but we did stop at Advance, as y'all seen. I think I showed that, but we did get a hose. So again, hopefully we'll turn these on, but hopefully tomorrow, like I said, we'll get to that. But I guess I'll see y'all then, and we'll see what we can get done. Good morning guys. So it is now, well, it's the next day. We've been running wild this morning. Y'all know the tow dolly that we had bought apparently got stolen yesterday. Didn't notice it till this morning. So trying to get that figured out, get everything reported and all that crap. And I've been working on doing taxes for the business. But anyway, got to call the sheriff's office, all that fun stuff. But we're going down here and see if our new bolts will work on the white truck real quick. Alright guys, sorry I'm out of breath. Running around, I'm too fat for this. But what we're going to do is put the clips from here to here until we get new bolts. When we get new bolts, we can redo this, but our new bolts we bought last night won't work. So that's where we're at. We're going to swap those, get that cut. We got our new hose on there, and hopefully we'll be able to set the bed on. Alright, so we have our bumper brackets back on. And take them off, mess with these. So we're decided to just leave these for right now until we can get new bolts for our new clips that are long enough. So we're gonna leave these off just for right now, just a temporary thing. We got these placed, those are placed up there where they need to be. Also, while I was doing some other stuff, he got this cut. Got our new tube on here. Got our sleeve in. Everything is tight here. So when this goes back up in the bed, we can get that bolted up where it needs to be, and everything else should be good to go. So we'll grab our blocks. We'll place our blocks first. Take the cherry picker, which is over there. We'll have to get it out and set the bed on. Okay, so I got the blocks placed. My grandpa's moving some stuff around out here. But one reason we're going to get new bolts is because these will catch on everything you put in the bed of this truck. So we're going to get some like Allen head bolts that are smooth, like these new ones. There's one right here, like these, so they don't catch, but those aren't long enough, so we'll have to do that here in the future. All right, guys, so after lots of arguing and lots of arguing between us, the cherry picker, and the bed, me and Pops didn't argue, but we argued with everything else. But we got the bed in here. I'm holding it because if you don't, it drops over there. But he's gonna back the truck in, and we're gonna set this heavy pig on there. All right, guys, so here it is. I'm gonna be honest, I'm wore out. It is freaking hot in here and it's humid. Yes, we have air on, and it's still 100 in here. But the bed is on. It's bolted in at the 4 points. Like I said, we need to figure out for these here. But the bed is on. Next will be the bumper, tailgate, plug in all the lights, and we should be good for the day. I did break one of the clips for the fender flares here, but that's not a big deal. I'm gonna run inside, take a break, cool off, and we'll get back out here and we'll get back to work. Okay, guys, so I imagine we're probably gonna call it a day here. Been trying to get the word out about the dolly being stolen. We filed our police report. That's done. And I think what we're going to try to do is we're going to go to a Little Rock or Conway here in a minute, because we're doing Father's Day. Today's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to everybody. But we're taking my grandpa to eat in Conway, so I think probably going to get cleaned up, take showers, all that stuff, and we might leave a little bit early, drive around, and see if we can locate the dolly. It shouldn't be that difficult because it's neon orange, but hey, you know, I guess we'll figure it out. So hopefully we find it, but I guess we'll see. So I will show y'all what the truck looks like. I'm gonna pull it out of the shop here in just a minute, and I guess we'll end the video out there. Alright, guys, so there it is. We still got to finish the rear bumper and stuff, but we got to head to Conway. So that'll be a wrap for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope everybody has a great day.